State Historical Society has over 500 firearms in our firearm collection. We have only about 90 of them on display throughout our interpretive centers throughout North Dakota. So we are only going to take a small fractional look at what we have in our firearms collection. Two of the first models that we chose have some North Dakota history behind them. We have a Spencer repeating carbine, holds 7 cartridges. The Spencer 50 caliber was popular in the last 2 years of the Civil War. It was also used by Custer's Michigan Cavalry. One of the next firearms that we have is a Colt 45 caliber single action army pistol. This is what we would call a field find. Has a lot of rust on it, missing its hand grips. The serial numbers on this firearm actually have it in a shipment to Fort Lincoln in the late 1800s, and then again on the 7th Cavalry's weapons inventory in the 1880s. So we do know that this not only was found in North Dakota, but was actually used and was inventoried at Fort Lincoln. The next example that we have is this Colt Lightning. Colt produced around 90,000 Colt Lightnings, mostly in small caliber. This particular firearm here does have a story that it was used as a stagecoach gun somewhere here in North Dakota. We cannot confirm that by any records, but it is a fun story to have if it's true. It's also a great example of what Colt was doing when the Winchester repeating rifle was so popular in the 1880s. Our next two examples that we have here are Quackenbush. It's a small single-shot .22. If you don't know what a gallery gun is, it was a small caliber rifle or handgun that was used for indoor shooting sports. The next firearm we selected is just an intriguing firearm. This is a Smith & Wesson 320 revolving rifle. Smith & Wesson made just under 1,000 of these in different variants in the 1880s. This particular type with a 20-inch barrel, only about 244 of them were ever made. So this is quite rare. The revolving rifle never quite took off as a firearm because small particles when the gun was fired usually came around the sides of the barrel. And with a rifle and having your hand up front usually caused a little bit of discomfort. This model does have, looks like an inlaid compass in the stock of it. We don't know if that's factory or was done aftermarket. This is a great example of the development of firearms from muzzle loaders to cartridges to semi-automatic, all enclosed weapons that we have nowadays.